The woman on the other side, she's real. She's watching. She's waiting to see if I will step out of my comfort zone. She's waiting to see if I will do the hard things. Welcome back. For those who don't know me, my name is Money and this is Conversations in the Chair, a space where I share different topics about things I'm going through, I've gone through and grown through, a digital journal so to speak, all in the hopes to encourage and inspire you. Today's conversation is deep, it's layered, potentially emotional and a tearjerker. I make no promises that I won't cry, and if I do, I'm not sorry. And if it does, kind of, if you cry easily, then maybe go and grab a tissue and a cup of tea from now. So here goes. One night, I had a dream, as you do. And in the dream, I was holding the hand of a little girl, a toddler. She was maybe 3, 4-ish, around that. Cute outfit, cute as a button. And she was wearing bright white trainers. And when I looked down at our feet, I also noticed that I too was wearing bright white trainers. And I was holding her hand and we were like walking around together. And while we were walking around wherever we were, she was communicating that her feet were itchy and, you know, she couldn't get to the itch to scratch it. So in the dream, I was showing her like how to take her other foot and knock the other side of her sneaker to kind of alleviate the itch. And so we carry on walking around and I'm holding her hand and she's there just like chatting away to me. We're having a good old jolly old chat and time. And then we get somewhere and she's like, you know, she tells me that she wants snacks. Of course, you know, she wants snacks. So I buy her the snacks that she wants. And you know what's interesting? In the dream, I knew the little girl was me. I just absolutely knew it. And that was it. That was the end of the dream. So if you watched my last video, I will link it somewhere. Actually, it's the last but one video where I talk about the anxiety I was experiencing around me building an app. And it was very real. It was very, you know, if you've ever had a bout of anxiety, you know what you go through and what you experience. But something else happened during that time. So one morning I was sitting on the edge of my bed looking at my production board of all the things I had to do and all the things I wasn't doing. And even though I knew that I had to give myself grace and understand that, you know, in anything there's like ebbs and flows, I knew that, you know, I'd stop dragging my feet and get on with the work. And sitting on the edge of my bed, I remember saying out loud, while looking at all the things that I had to do, I said, come on, Mon, the woman on the other side is beckoning you, she's calling you. And as something so innocent. It was such an innocent thing to say. But when the words left my mouth, they hit my ears and my heart. And I instantly started to bawl. And in the moment, and now I've sat with it for a bit, even now, I can say that I don't know why that made me cry, but I think there's a part of me that does know why it made me cry. Because you know what? The woman on the other side, she is real. She's very real. And she's watching me. She's watching to see if I will step out of my comfort zone. She's waiting to see if I will do the hard things. The things that scare me. The things that will stretch me. The things that require a different version of me that I haven't fully embodied. She's waiting to see if I will build the life she's already living. You know, the team that I dream about. Because the work that I'm doing and building, it requires a team. She's waiting to see if I will create the opportunities that I dream about and want to create for others. The house that I want, the wealth, the legacy, the safety and abundance my children will grow up inside of. She's already there, but she doesn't yet exist unless I become her. And here's what's wild. The inner child in the dream and the woman on the other side, they're both me. One needed soothing. I'm not going to cry. The other one needs courage. One needed help scratching an itch you couldn't reach. The other one needs me to tolerate the discomfort of growth. You know what's worse than doing the thing you were afraid of? Staying the same for another year. Like, talk about Groundhog. Have you seen that film? I think it's called Groundhog Day. And we've all heard these sayings and these quotes. Everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. You know, adopt the new identity. Stop self-sabotaging. Expand. And as much as they sound like cliches, until you're sitting on your bed crying because you realize you actually have to become someone new. Not the fake new, the expanded new, the integrated new, where your inner child feels safe and your future self, she feels honoured. That dream, the dream wasn't random. It was integration. I wasn't abandoning my younger self. I was walking with her. Same sneakers, trainers for my UK audience. Same path. But now I know how to manage the itch. Sounds really weird. And I think the itch is this. It's growth. It's discomfort. It's expansion. There's an irritation that comes when you outgrow a version of yourself, but you haven't fully stepped into the next one yet. That space, that tension, that's sacred. Because the woman on the other side, she wasn't angry, and she isn't angry, and she isn't disappointed. She's patient. She's just waiting to see if I trust her enough to move. maybe you're in that space too, holding the hand of who you were while feeling called by who you're becoming. Maybe the anxiety isn't a sign to stop. Maybe it's the stretch. Maybe the fear isn't proof you shouldn't do it. I'll say that again. Maybe the fear isn't proof you shouldn't do it. Maybe it's proof you are so close. The woman on the other side is calling. The question is, are you going to answer? So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. Do me a favour, comment below you stepping out of my comfort zone. Make that statement. I am stepping out of my comfort zone in 2026. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share, leave me a comment and subscribe. I'm on a mission this year to grow the channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.